Hi guys, I hope you are fine. Me too, I'm fine. Once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. And guys, let's learn together. So guys, we are going to solve this question. And first, let me read it. Solve for x if the matrix is that, and this one gives us 0. Already guys, I have written the answers I've been able to find. And so guys, this is actually a matrix with determinant being equal to 0. So guys, what we are going to do, we are going to find the determinant and equate it to 0. So for the determinant guys, this is what now happens. We shall have, we come and hold this number first. When we hold it, we cover the row and the column. When we do that, we come and write the number. Having covered that row and that column, we find whatever is remaining is what we write, and it is now becomes a 2 by 2 matrix. So here we have x, here we have 2, and then we have another 2 here, and we have x there, and that one now is like that. Remembering that guys, our pattern of plus minus plus, now we are now going to put a negative here. We come and hold the second number in the first row, which is 1, and then first of all we can write the number. Then we cover the row that is consisted of that number and the column. So whatever else remains is what we write here, and that is 1, 1, 2x. So we shall write 1, 1, and then here we have 2x like that. We continue. We now cover the last number, which is 2. We write here plus 2. We cover its column and its row. And then we are left with 1, 1x, and 1, 2. So now guys, we now find the magnitude of that. And now guys, this is going to be, so now guys, we come and find now the determinant of each of these matrix and multiply by x for this one negative 1, and for this one positive 2. So when we are looking for the determinant, we multiply the major diagonal, you minus the minor diagonal product. So this is going out to be x squared minus now 4, like that. And this one now is multiplied by x, which is this x. Then here we now come and write minus 1. We multiply the major diagonal, we minus the minor diagonal. That one is now going to be x minus now 2, like that. Hope guys we are moving on well. Then plus, we come again now do the same. For this one you'll have 2, and then you shall have 2 minus x, like that. So guys, this is what now we are being told is supposed to be equal to 0. So let's first of all solve it and see. We equate it to 0. Maybe I can even write 0 here, like that. So that now I come and multiply all that. So here I'll have x raised to 3 for that, minus 4x. I'm multiplying this x to the inside. Then minus, here we have x, that is minus 1 multiplied by x is minus x. Then minus 1 multiplied by minus 2, that one we get plus 2. then plus, this one is going to be plus 4, then minus 2x. So guys, we move slowly but sure. In mathematics, guys, we have to move to be very careful. Otherwise, we make a careless mistake. And so guys, we continue. From there now we come and now say, we can look for the like terms, we add them together. And so here we have 0 is equals to x cubed. Because there is no other x cubed, you can just write it alone. Then you have here minus 4x minus x minus 2x. So minus 4x minus x, that gives us minus 5x. Minus 2x, that one now gives us minus 7x, like that. And finally we can add 2 plus 4. This one we get 6. So guys, I hope we've been able to do that. I can remove that question first so that we can continue on well. So guys, we continue. Now we are going to find our x from this equation. And this is a polynomial equation. And so guys, I can first of all try by trial and error method. For example, if I come, let's say I replace my x with 1, we shall find that this is 1 minus 7, because this is going also to be 1. 1 minus 7 will be minus 6, plus 6 is equals to 0. Meaning that one of our solution, guys, even without saying, is supposed to be x equals to 1. That was just by trial and error method. But having now one answer, guys, I am able now to find all the other answers. Because what I will do, I'll go and I will come up with the factor. And the factor for that is going to be x minus 1. Which now this one is equals to 0. So now I come and now divide my equation. That is x cubed minus 7x plus 6. I divide it now by x minus 1. This will enable me, guys, to get the other factors. And of course, we are going to have one factor, and that factor will produce two factors. Actually, we are going to have quadratic equation as our other factor. And so, guys, when we come here, we look for a number. If you multiply, you get x cubed. So that number is going to be 1. Let me write not 1 but x squared. So that if I multiply x squared by x, I will get x cubed. We normally look for any number that will make this equal. And that's why I have put x squared, without minding whatever else we are going to find here. So now I come and multiply that and the x, I get that. I multiply that and minus 1, I will get minus x squared, like that. And then everything else is going now to be 0. So that now, guys, I can actually write this question in a way that you will be able to understand. Let me write it this way: x minus 1. I write the square root. Put my number there, x squared. Then I can write x cubed. Now, guys, instead of coming to 7x, I can write plus 0 x squared. Because, guys, you know there is no x squared. That's why I have written 0. Otherwise, if you write 1, it means it is there. Then I come now to minus 7x plus 6. Guys, I can now come and write what I'm going now to find after multiplying x squared and x minus 1. So this one is going now to be x cubed. Then you multiply that, you'll get minus x squared, and it is over. So the rest I can write plus 0, like that. So that now, guys, I'm going now to take away that and that. So when I take away, here we shall find it is 0. Then here we have 0 minus 1. That gives us x squared. Because it's going to be minus gives us a positive. Then minus 7 minus 0 will give us minus 7x. And this other one will give us plus 6. So it is supposed now to be like that. Guys, we now go ahead and look for another number here. If I multiply this one, I get x squared. So that number is now going to be plus x. Because if I multiply now by x, I will get x squared. And then here I'm going to get x alone. And that is minus x. Then this one I can put it plus 0, like that. So this one now I can underline and come and take away. If I take away the x squared, and from x squared is 0, minus 7x minus x. That is like saying 7 plus 1. And 7 plus 1 minus 7 plus 1 is minus 6x. And then here we have plus 6. So we continue. Now we look for a number. If I multiply, I'll get negative 6x. And that number, guys, is now going to be minus 6. Because if I multiply minus 6 multiplied by x, I will get minus 6x. Like that. I multiply this 6 with negative. This one I now get plus 6. So guys, as you can see now, we will get now our remainder 0 there and 0 there. And so guys, our factors are now from this equation. So we just solve that equation and get the roots. The roots of those equations now is what is going to be our answers. Our other roots apart from x equals to 1. So we solve this equation, guys. We look now, we can look for two numbers. If you multiply them, you get negative 6. If you add them, you get positive 1. So those two numbers are 3 and 2. And because this is positive 1, then the 3 is going to be positive and the 2 is going to be negative. So we shall have x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. I hope that is okay, guys. Because if you add that, you get positive x. If you multiply, you get negative 6. So this one we can now divide it this way. We can divide there like that and like this. But now after putting the bracket, then we have to change this sign to read like that. And this one now gives us, this one is supposed to give us 0. And this one is also giving us 0. So now we come and factor out x. If we factor out x, then here we are left with x plus 3, like that. And this other side we factor out 2. We are left with x plus 3. So this one now is going to be equal to 0. We continue again. Then we can now have these two factors, x minus 2 and x plus 3. So these factors gives us 0. So we can say x minus 2 is equals to 0, or x plus 3 equals to 0. And so our x here is going to be equal to 2, and our x here is going to be negative 3. So guys, those are our solution, together with x equals to 1. And so guys, we come to the conclusion of the matter. So those are our solution for this problem. And as you can see, the answers correspond to what I had already worked out and found. So guys, thank you so much for listening to me. I'm very delighted. Have a good night, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. Thank you. Bye-bye.